Let's solve the following system of linear inequality. We'll begin by considering our first inequation. We have x plus 5. So this is greater than 2 times x plus 1. Now we have x plus 5 greater than, so 2 multiplied to x plus 1 will give us 2x plus 2. Let's begin by transposing 5 to the right hand side. So we have x greater than 2x plus 2 minus 5. Which gives us x greater than 2x minus 3. Now we'll transpose 2x from the left hand side, from the right hand side to the left hand side to get x minus 2x greater than negative 3. So this gives us negative x greater than negative 3. We'll make the coefficient of x 1. To do that, we'll multiply throughout with negative 1. But here we have to be very careful whenever we're multiplying by a negative number, because if, well, let's say we have two numbers a and b, and a is greater than b, and we have a negative number c which is less than 0, then if we multiply a with c and b with the same negative number c, then the sign of the inequality is going to change. That means ac will become less than bc. In our case, we'll multiply negative 1 to negative x and negative 1 to negative 3. In doing so, the sign of the inequality changes. That means we have x less than 3. Now let's label this as number 1. Now let's go to the second inequality. We have 2 minus x less than. We will multiply 3 with x plus 2. So that gives us 3x plus 6. Now we will transpose 2 to the right hand side. So that gives us negative x less than 3x plus 6 minus 2. So that will be 4. Now we'll transpose 3x to the left hand side to give us negative x minus 3x less than 4, or simply negative 4x less than 4. So here also we want to make the coefficient of x positive 1. To do that, we'll have to divide both sides by negative 4. So we'll use the same property here, and this will be, if we divide a with a negative number c and b with the negative number c, so earlier we had a greater than b, so this time the sign will change to a over c less than b over c. So that means we have negative 4x divided by negative 4. So this will become greater than 4 divided by negative 4, which gives us x greater than negative 1. So let's label this as number 2. So we have two solutions, x less than 3 and x greater than negative 1. We want to find a common solution. So on the number line, we will have the values negative 1 and 3. For x less than 3, we'll have to consider all the values of x which is less than 3. That means lying to the left of x equals to 3 and extending all the way up to negative infinity. And for number 2, we have x greater than negative 1. So we'll consider all the values of x which is greater than x equals to negative 1. And that means it's going to lie to the right of x equals to negative 1 and extend all the way up to positive infinity. So here we have used a bubble. The bubble means that the values x equals to 3 and x equals to negative 1 are not part of the solution. Now we have to look for a common region. So this is the common region. That means this is the value of x which is going to satisfy both the two inequalities. So if we write this in the interval form, so we have negative 1 going all the way up to 3, and this is going to be enclosed within an open interval. That's because the endpoints are not part of the solution. So therefore, negative 1 to 3 within open interval is going to be a solution to the given system of linear inequality.